Imagine this for a second. It's freezing outside. The sun has already gone down. Your phone battery is almost dead. And suddenly, your SUV loses power in the middle of nowhere. You're standing on the side of the road, watching traffic fly past, wondering how long it'll take for a tow truck to arrive. Now ask yourself one simple question. Could the SUV sitting in your driveway leave you in that exact situation one day? Here is the uncomfortable truth. Most dealerships will happily tell you that vehicles like the Toyota RAV4 and the Honda CR-V are the safest choices money can buy. They've earned a reputation for reliability over many years. But today's versions aren't exactly the same vehicles that built that reputation. Behind the scenes, manufacturers have quietly started replacing simple, time-tested components with newer technology, designed to improve fuel economy, reduce emissions, and lower production costs. On paper, everything looks impressive, but in the real world, those same changes can lead to expensive repairs once the warranty expires. We're not talking about replacing brake pads or changing a battery. We're talking about repairs that can cost thousands of dollars. The kind of repairs that leave you stranded when you least expect it. And if you're over 60, reliability means far more than simple convenience. Your SUV isn't just transportation anymore. It's what gets you to doctor's appointments, the grocery store, family gatherings, vacations, and visits with your grandchildren. A vehicle that constantly breaks down doesn't just waste your money. It slowly takes away your confidence and your independence. That's exactly why today's list is different. Instead of chasing flashy technology or the newest trends, we're focusing on SUVs that still use proven mechanical designs, dependable engines, and transmissions built to survive hundreds of thousands of miles. Even better, every SUV on today's list costs well under $45,000, making them practical choices without sacrificing long-term durability. Stay with me until the end, because the number one SUV might surprise you. It shares many of the qualities people love about Toyota reliability, yet it delivers an even quieter cabin and a smoother ride that many older drivers appreciate even more. Let's begin. SUV number 3, the Kia Sportage gas model. We'll start with one of the biggest surprises in today's SUV market, the gas-powered Kia Sportage. At first glance, many buyers automatically choose the Honda CR-V because of its long-standing reputation. But once you look underneath the sheet metal, the Sportage actually offers several important long-term advantages. Let's begin with the transmission. The Honda CR-V relies on a continuously variable transmission, better known as a CVT. Unlike a traditional automatic transmission that uses physical gears, a CVT depends on a steel belt moving between pulleys to change gear ratios. When everything is new, it feels smooth and efficient. But after years of daily driving, highway acceleration, heavy traffic, and hot weather, that belt experiences continuous stress. If it eventually fails, replacing a CVT can become one of the most expensive repairs an owner will ever face. The Kia Sportage takes a much simpler approach. Instead of a CVT, it uses a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission with real gears. This design, it's proven, it's durable, it's easier for mechanics to repair, and it generally inspires greater long-term confidence. The engine tells a similar story. Many competitors now rely on small turbocharged engines to squeeze extra power from less displacement. Turbochargers certainly improve performance. However, they also generate far more heat and operate under much higher internal pressure. Over time, that additional stress can increase wear on seals, bearings, and other engine components. Some turbocharged engines have also experienced oil dilution during repeated short trips, especially in colder climates. The Sportage avoids all those concerns by sticking with a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder. No turbo, no excessive boost pressure, just a simple engine designed to do its job day after day without unnecessary complexity. Sometimes simplicity really is the smartest engineering decision. The Sportage also gets something many modern vehicles are starting to forget: easy-to-use controls. Instead of forcing nearly every function through one large touchscreen, Kia kept physical knobs and buttons where they matter most. With one simple tap, the same control panel switches between climate settings and audio controls. More importantly, you can adjust them by feel without taking your eyes off the road. That may sound like a small detail, but during heavy traffic or bad weather, it makes driving far less distracting. Kia also includes several driver assistance features that genuinely add value instead of simply looking impressive on a brochure. One standout feature is intersection collision avoidance assistance. Imagine you're making a left turn across traffic. You think you have enough space, but an approaching vehicle is moving faster than expected. If the system detects a possible collision, it can apply the brakes before impact. As reaction times naturally slow with age, features like this can provide an extra layer of confidence every time you drive. Starting at roughly $27,500, the Kia Sportage leaves plenty of room in the budget while still delivering solid reliability and practical everyday comfort.
SUV number 2, Hyundai Tucson gas model. Next up is a vehicle that shares much of its engineering with the Sportage, the Hyundai Tucson. Under the hood, you'll find the same dependable 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine paired with the same proven 8-speed automatic transmission. That means no CVT, no turbocharger, and the same long-term durability advantages we talked about earlier. Hyundai also backs the powertrain with one of the strongest warranties in the industry, giving buyers extra peace of mind. But what really earns the Tucson its place on this list isn't what's under the hood. It's what Hyundai learned from its own mistakes. Several years ago, Hyundai followed the industry trend of replacing almost every physical control with glossy, touch-sensitive panels. The dashboard certainly looked futuristic. Unfortunately, owners quickly discovered it wasn't very practical. Changing the temperature, adjusting the fan speed, or controlling the radio often required multiple taps while taking your eyes off the road. Drivers complained, reviewers criticized it, and, surprisingly, Hyundai actually listened. Instead of defending the design, they completely redesigned the interior. The latest Tucson brings back real buttons and physical dials for the controls drivers use every single day. That decision may seem old-fashioned, but years down the road, it could become one of the vehicle's biggest strengths. Touchscreens can freeze, software can crash, displays eventually wear out. Physical switches use simple electrical circuits that have proven themselves for decades. Turn the knob, press the button, and it simply works, exactly the way it should. Hyundai also made several thoughtful ergonomic improvements. Higher trims move the gear selector to a steering column stock. That creates a wide-open center console with significantly more storage space. Everything feels easier to reach without constantly stretching or bending. Ride quality is another area where the Tucson really shines. Its suspension is tuned for comfort rather than sportiness. Instead of sharp jolts over potholes or harsh bumps, it delivers a smooth, composed ride that reduces fatigue during long trips. For drivers dealing with stiff joints, back discomfort, or neck pain, that softer ride can make a noticeable difference every single day. Even the door handles reflect practical thinking. Rather than relying only on touch-sensitive sensors, Hyundai brought back traditional push-button unlocking. Whether you're wearing thick winter gloves or simply want something more reliable,
The system feels intuitive and dependable. Starting at around $28,500, the Tucson offers an excellent balance of comfort, simplicity, and long-term ownership value. But despite everything we've covered so far, there's still one SUV that manages to outperform both of them. SUV number 1, Mazda CX-5, base gas model. If I had to recommend just one SUV from today's list, without any hesitation, this would be it. The Mazda CX-5 perfectly represents everything we've been talking about throughout this video. Simple engineering, proven reliability, long-term durability, and genuine everyday comfort. Let's start under the hood. The CX-5 is powered by a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. That means no turbocharger, no extra heat, no unnecessary mechanical stress. Mazda made a very interesting decision with the latest version of the CX-5. Instead of chasing bigger performance numbers with a turbocharged engine, the company focused on something much more important: long-term dependability. The result? An engine that runs cooler, stays mechanically simple, and avoids many of the maintenance concerns that often come with turbocharged engines. Now let's talk about the transmission. Unlike many competitors that rely on CVTs, the CX-5 continues to use a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission with real gears. It may not sound exciting in a sales brochure, but if you're planning to keep your SUV for 10 years or even longer, proven engineering matters far more than flashy marketing. Now step inside the cabin. One of the very first things you'll notice is just how refined the CX-5 feels. Close the driver's door, and suddenly, the outside world almost disappears. Road noise becomes minimal. Wind noise stays impressively low. Even at highway speeds, holding a conversation feels effortless without raising your voice. For drivers who wear hearing aids or simply enjoy a quiet cabin, that peaceful environment becomes a huge advantage, especially on longer trips. Mazda deserves a lot of credit for its suspension tuning. The ride never feels harsh. Instead, the CX-5 smoothly absorbs broken pavement, expansion joints, speed bumps, and rough roads with impressive composure. The result? A comfortable ride, hour after hour, reducing driver fatigue and making long journeys much more enjoyable. There's another feature that many buyers completely overlook: the available heads-up display. Instead of constantly looking down at the instrument cluster, important information like your speed appears directly in your natural line of sight. Your eyes stay focused exactly where they should be, on the road ahead. And here's another major advantage. Unlike many competitors, all-wheel drive comes standard. That means extra confidence in heavy rain, snow, icy roads, or any slippery conditions without paying thousands of dollars extra for an optional package. Starting at around $31,500, the Mazda CX-5 delivers premium comfort, outstanding refinement, dependable engineering, and exceptional value, all in one package. And that's exactly why it earns the #1 position on today's list. Final thoughts. So, there you have it. 3 SUVs that prioritize reliability over hype. The Kia Sportage offers simple engineering, proven durability, and excellent value. The Hyundai Tucson stands out with its comfortable ride, practical interior, and the welcome return of real physical controls. And the Mazda CX-5 combines long-term reliability with a near-luxury driving experience at a price that's surprisingly affordable. Before signing any paperwork, take your time. Sit in the driver's seat, adjust everything. Get in, get out a few times. Take it for a proper test drive. And don't forget to ask one very important question. Does this SUV use a CVT transmission or a turbocharged engine? Understanding that answer today could save you thousands of dollars years down the road. Call to action. If you found this review helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Avengers Autos for more honest, research-based car reviews. No paid promotions, no unnecessary hype, just practical advice to help you choose vehicles that are built to last. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 SUVs would you trust the most? Or if you're already driving one of them, share your experience down in the comments. Your feedback might help someone else make the right decision. Thanks for watching the Avengers Autos. Stay safe, drive smart, and I'll see you in the next video.